So here we are starting the 2019 NBC Peter King Training Camp Tour. We're going to go all over the map, and it's going to last 31 days. Hello. We don't know what we're doing.
What are y'all doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What time did you get here?
Oh, I get here at 7:30.
Good morning, Denver. So here we are at the start of the trip, days 1 and 2, Denver Broncos camp. Two things I've always liked about coming here. Number one, look at the fans over on the hill. They get a better view than most of the media does because right now they are within 10 yards, 15 yards of Von Miller with his new pass rush drills and his new outside linebacker coach, fresh from coaching Khalil Mack in Chicago. That's kind of cool. And now you look over there, and on that field, the far field, you got Joe Flacco in his 12th year in the NFL at age 34, being reborn with a new franchise in the Rocky Mountains. So those are two of the big things that I'm looking for here in Denver. Vaughn, what's the secret to being able to do all the things that you do?
I mean, I do a lot of stuff good, but the thing I do the best is play football. You know, and I'm a great teammate as well. But so I just try to stay in that world and just branch off of that. You know, if I'm not good at it, then I always circle back around and come back to football. You know, but football is what has allowed me to do all of this stuff. Being a great teammate is what has allowed me to do all that stuff. So that's a main priority in my life.
One of the great things about going to Colorado, there's over 350 craft beer breweries in Colorado. So every time I come here, I like to try something that I haven't had before. They gave me Moped Blood Orange Wit Beer. Cheers. Now that is a nice beer. That is an impressive looking stadium. It dominates the landscape coming into Vegas. Look at this. Just look at this. It's pretty amazing. I'm just gonna take a picture of this.
We've got a shift that starts at 5:30 a.m. and a shift that really starts at 4:30 p.m.
I think I'd rather have the 5:30 shift.
Well, that's the big one. That's when most guys are here.
I think this roof, the science of this roof, is really one of the most interesting things about this stadium. To basically play outside, essentially, in weather like this and have it be 70-something degrees inside, that's a pretty interesting science experiment. So we started our driving portion of our tour today, my home in Brooklyn. Here we are now at the Jets, Florham Park, New Jersey. About an hour and a half through some heavy morning traffic. So Sam, it's been 18 months since Le'Veon Bell has played football. Does he look rusty? What's it like being around him now? What does he look like?
Yeah, so we got him a couple days in OTAs. He was able to come out here in mini camp. And he looked really good. And then now, just for the first day today, he looked great. I mean, he looks sharp. You know, I'm very confident in Leiv's ability to just go out there and have fun and just, you know, do what he does every single day. And I know on Sunday or, you know, whenever day that we play game, he's going to go out there and make plays. That's what he does. He's done it his whole career, and I'm confident in that.
I think my biggest takeaway about Jets camp is how reliant they are on a guy who hasn't played football for 18 months. In 2017, he touched the ball an average of 27 times a game. Can he do that again after not playing football for 18 months? Is he refreshed or is he rusty? I guess we'll find out. Hello, Ravens. What was it about Baltimore that made you want to come here other than just the contract?
Well, the contract played a pretty big part in it. But also when you think about Baltimore, you think about a legendary defense, something that we created in Seattle. So that's what I wanted to be a part of. You know, they had greats. We got great pitchers to kind of model this scheme out there with Ed and Ray. So it was a no-brainer in that aspect.
This team really needs Lamar Jackson to be an accurate passer. He's done a lot of work between year 1 and year 2 in the NFL on basically learning a bunch of new stuff. And I believe that the Ravens believe he can be a 62, 63% passer. And I think he has to be for this team to, to be an 11-win team and win this division. If I were to come in and grade your life, what would you get a B in that you are striving to be better?
A lot of things, really. You know, for me, one of the biggest things is just this last season of life, just being married and trying to be a better husband every day. And I've been married now just over a year, and that was just a whole new life transition, life change. So just being a better husband is something I'm always trying to strive to be better at. And there's a lot of things. You know, I don't sing real well, I don't dance real well, but that's why you don't see me do those things.
Wentz goes back. He's looking. He is firing. It is complete. Breaking the tackle is Ertz, and he's in for the touchdown.
As much as you've accomplished, having one of the great seasons a tight end ever had last year, and then a few months later, you're Mr. Julie Ertz.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that like for you?
No, I love it. I love being kind of just a supportive husband in that role. I see the work that Julie does on a day-to-day basis, and to see the sacrifices that we make as a couple each and every day, to be able to be over there and see all those sacrifices be rewarded. It was so cool. And then after every game, I was able to have like a one-on-one, intimate, face-to-face. And so we were able to share a little moment immediately after her games, which was really unique. So that was probably the thing I'll remember the most, for those kind of one-on-one interactions after the games.
I think Carson Wentz is so happy with his physical condition right now that he believes that, his 2 injury-plagued seasons are going to be in the rearview mirror. Now, again, he has to play 16 games. He didn't do that in 2017, the Super Bowl year. He didn't do it in 2018. He has to go out and prove it. You can talk about it, you can be optimistic. He's got to go do it. What's it like to play with Cam Newton?
When you meet him and when you start playing with him, you realize that he's a heck of a leader. Obviously, he's a phenom of a talent. And, once again, the energy level is consistent every single day, every practice, every game. And, he kind of sails the ship. So when he's on, we're on.
This is our 9th year together. And there's just something about when he's confident about something, you just feel it, you know it, and he's always gone out and done it.
I'm not saying I'm not going to run people over. I'm not saying I'm not going to run the football. I'm not saying I'm not going to throw the ball down the field. I'm just in a position now where none of that matters but one thing, and that's winning football games.
So, leaving the Panthers, what really strikes me is sort of the new Cam Newton. I think he really might be a little bit of a different player now. I got a good feeling about the Panthers. They're in a very, very tough division, but I got a good feeling about them. I think they're going to have a good year.
I slammed my phone like, dang, I still didn't get drafted. My house on fire. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on.
What does it say?
It says 32 degrees.
Yeah.
Look at that. Do you think right now you're the best cornerback in football?
I know I am.
This scone is real, and it's spectacular. It's unbelievably good. Matt, when people watch your offense this year, what will they notice different in a dirt cutter offense than what you've been doing?
Well, I think there's tempo to it. There's a lot of no huddle where you're communicating at the line of scrimmage, which is a little bit different than what we've been the last 4 years. I think as far as scheme, a lot of the scheme will be different, but there will be just different uses of tempo for us, changing speeds offensively.
Grady, we're out here at practice, in Flowery Branch, Georgia.
Yes,
You're
sir.
a kid who's from here.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about going in the 5th round, first of all? And then tell me what happened that weekend that was a little bit bigger than football.
Well, to start the day, we actually went to Stone Mountain with my family, just because I was nervous and stuff. We just went to Stone Mountain, hung out, and then the second day I was home. But then, so that second day is when we caught the fire at the house. So watching the draft, and then all of a sudden, you smell something funny, and then house catch on fire, you know what I'm saying? So in the middle of the draft, it was already hectic, but we had to, get everybody out of the house. Just very, very unfortunate situation.
So
and then,
that was, you talk about a bad day.
Yeah, man.
You don't get drafted.
Yeah, but but during the time,
yeah,
the draft's still going on. So I mean, we getting everybody out of the house, but I still got my phone on me now, just in case something go down. Cause I feel like So hours and hours go by to get to the end of the third. I remember stuff like yesterday, man. I think the Browns was making the last pick of the 3rd round. They took a defensive tackle. They took Xavier Cooper, and I was like, bam, slammed my phone. Like, dang, I still didn't get drafted. My house on fire. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on.
I think it's a really, really interesting experiment that Dan Quinn is now going to run the defense and is going to do a lot of hands-on position coaching of defensive ends. Did you know that he's the only person I've ever seen at his desk in his office, there's no chair? Because he's fidgety. He just likes to get up and walk around. But anyway, I digress.
All right, half a mile. We're turning right on West Spruce.
This cold brew is fantastic.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah, you did a really, really nice job with it.
This is so cool.
All right, Peter, you ready?
What's our exit number, Nicole?
We have 4 miles.
Okay. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to watch every pass that Winston throws. I'm trying to see how some of these new defensive pieces are fitting. And one of the other things that's going on here is that Todd Bowles is totally giving the offense fits because he does not do the regular things that are expected that Jameis Winston has seen for the last 4 years. I want you to tell me the message you gave to them that sometimes coaches in the NFL forget.
Well, I'm sure you're talking about the children.
Yeah.
If you miss a football game, a recital, anything to do with your children, I'll fire you. Because I missed a lot of mine. And those years don't come back. There's plenty of time in this office to work. And you can come back at midnight if you want to. Don't miss that recital. Don't miss that game. Because it means so much to your children. And it means so much to you. I mean, the games I did get to see my son play, I knew he felt different. And I don't want those guys to ever miss that.
Here we go, second scenario.
I love it. I think it's challenging because he expects so much from his quarterback position and really every player.
You can't throw a hit late.
Yeah.
It's got boom right now. He's off coverage. I'm taking the hit.
He's gonna coach us hard, and that's what we need. We need someone holding us accountable to position ourselves, to hold ourselves accountable.
You're great. You did the right thing. Okay. I promise.
And he's also just a swag guy. He also has great energy, and it's just fun to be around. So I've enjoyed his staying here, and I'm enjoying him being here for a long time.
We're at Cigar City Brewing in Tampa.
Belgian-style white ale brewed with orange peel, sweet orange peel, and coriander.
Where is the brewery? Is it here?
We got a 15-barrel brew house on this side, and we have a 30-barrel brew house
Wow.
down there.
That's outstanding. Nice job, yeah. Hello, in the searing heat of July in Miami, Dolphins. What is your message to your players, particularly on days when it might be 105 heat index in South Florida and the humidity is awful and you're out here for 2.5 hours?
Well, I tell them training camp is hard. I mean, it's supposed to be that way, and I think most successful seasons that I've been a part of, it start with a hard, tough training camp, and you need to have that so that the entire team, the only way to see how far a team can go is to push them, beyond the things that they think they can do, and that's our goal as coaches.
The last time I threw out a first pitch at a baseball game, I bounced it. I'm determined that when I throw out the first pitch at the Pensacola Blue Wahoos game on Thursday night, that there will not be a rerun of that. So we are going to go at Nova Southeastern University to the baseball practice field, and I am going to throw some pitches.
No yips? No Tommy John? That was good.
Do you think right now you're the best cornerback in football?
I know I am.
You're sure?
100%.
Will you get paid like that?
Yeah, I will.
Do you think you'll play your whole career in Jacksonville?
Maybe.
As much of a cliche as this is, there's sort of a stabilizing leadership by Nick Foles. And the one thing that I saw at practice is Foles talking to his receivers after almost every play in practice. So I think Foles is going to be a good addition. The big question that everybody is going to have. He's been great in short spurts. Can he be great for 4 or 5 months? That is going to be the key to the Jags season. Oh, how exciting. This is great. Look at this. Come on in. Thanks a lot.
What brings you to Pensacola and Wahoo? You look pretty sharp there in that jersey.
Yeah, I'm a big minor league baseball fan. I've done it twice where I've thrown a football for the first pitch. I did it at the Greenville Drive in South Carolina. I did it at the Auburn Doubledays in the New York 10 League. So I threw a football twice, and since then I've been bouncing baseballs from coast to coast. I mean, I am a blue Wahoo, and I am excited. Oh, there we are. Hello. Hello. I really need to perfect my wave, my beauty contest wave. Hello. Hello, baby. I got a sitting ovation. Did you notice that? 6 people just clapped for me. Look at that. Hey, Omar. I've been a sports writer forever, and I just wanted to tell you, the best fielding shortstop I've ever seen in my life. Really, really good.
Good to have you here. Hey, there's a line drive for.
Uh-oh, that's a gapper.
That is a gapper. That's going to get down, and that's going to be extra bases. They're going to wait.
Hey, they're going to get him. Get him, get him. Oh, no.
I'm going to be in time.
Hello, Saints.
The guy that invented this.
What is that? Is that the cooling room?
It's a cooling room, but it's an old ice truck. The linemen will come over, and they're hot. They'll come sit in here. 5 minutes, this cools your core body temperature down 2 to 3 degrees. You guys all have to get in. So picture you're really hot.
Holy crap. This is really cold. What do you think the temperature is? Oh
35. What does it say?
It says 32 degrees.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Last year, it was all solid, and you went in from the long end, so you got a little claustrophobic when you got in the back.
Yeah. That's really a cool idea.
Go back. You'll like this one.
Yeah.
I spent this entire offseason playing with my kids in the backyard. Okay? So, me sitting there throwing wiffle balls to my kids, throwing tennis balls to my kids, running around playing soccer with them, just, throwing them in the pool every which way, right? Just maintaining those types of skill sets. When I was a kid, I played every sport, okay? Every sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, track, tennis, you name it. I feel like playing all those sports as a kid has helped I attribute that to my ability to play quarterback for this long. There's skill sets that I developed playing all those sports that I utilize on this football field playing the quarterback position. And I could spend hours sitting here going through every one of them. But still doing those things now with my kids, it's kind of like I'm going back to being a kid again myself. I truly feel like I'm helping my career. I feel like that is part of the longevity piece, is just continuing to draw from the skill sets from all the other sports that I've played my whole life and how it applies to making me a better quarterback.
I'm at Saints practice. It's 92 degrees, and I'm eating a beignet.
From where?
Cafe Des Moines. Isn't this cool?
LeBron James. Can't guard Mike. Congrats, little bro. Well deserved. Keep going and settle for nothing less than greatness. LeBron James, you know, he's the best basketball player in the NBA right now. James Harden. Sheesh. Can't guard Mike. Congrats, bro. Stay locked in. Keep pushing. James Harden. Now, he's probably going to be mad that I said LeBron is the best player in the NBA. But it's real close. Probably both. That close.
I'll tell you one thing. I love that damn beignet. Thank you for going to get it. It's one of the biggest treats of this trip.
Check out my Football Morning in America column every Monday on NBCSports.com and ProFootballTalk.com.
You saying I'm not pulling my weight on this trip?
No, you don't usually pump the gas.
How many kids do you have?
We have 7.
Wow.
We
And
have
how
7,
old are they?
So 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 6 months.
Are you ever going to catch Phillip Rivers?
Scratch-off tickets are the biggest scam in the history of America.
But you also have Zion here.
Zion's
I saw
here,
that he threw an incredible spiral.
He's lefty.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? Like, what are we talking about? What kind of interview am I? I mean, what are you going to ask me about?
You got any Jaguars imitations?
Roar. Roar.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.